we return. The universe is back as it should be. Let me announce. Boy, howdy, it's been a while since I had one of these streams, huh? Well, that's no good. Oh, okay. Took a weirdly long time to connect, but everything's totally fine, probably. Okay, so what state did I leave it in? I have the video timer that is supposed to get the video and timer it. As in, make everything correctly timed is what I mean by that. The encoder actually just encodes now. Previously, it actually muxed as well, but now I have something else to do the muxing, which is the muxer, and that's what I was working on when last we left off. Okay, good. So we have an array of input readers, an array of input buffers, an array of codec pars. Good, good. Okay. Make sure that we get the codec par so that we have the time base. Okay, and if we haven't opened yet, then now we definitely have all the codec pars, which is important. Now, what's all this then? Ah, yes. Okay, right. I remember. Okay, the problem was I didn't know... Okay, I'm going to worry about this problem later. So I wanted to output an MP4 if that was possible, and output a WebM, output either an MP4 or WebM and only output a Matroshka file if I absolutely had to. That's where I left off. Okay, and I'm not going to worry about that later. I'm going to worry about that now. And my solution to that was that I was going to make sure that it actually puts into the metadata what codec it uses, which I think I now have. This would be when it actually writes out the file. Does pass the MIME type in there, but that's not actually what I need. Okay, so I don't think that I got to the point of it actually, Yeah. This is where I would need to add the codec information. Okay. Okay. The track is just a number. Yes. I thought I had added at least some part of this, but apparently not. Did I put it in the options? And no. What I should do is just put it in the MIME type. I will have to be careful about how I use this MIME type later. Let me make sure I'm using the right syntax here. Because if it's in the MIME type, then I can get what I need. Yes, okay. That is the correct syntax. Oops. Is ABC1? Yes, okay. It's interesting that it may or may not be in quotes. I mean, I know I'm not going to put it in quotes. Interestingly, I think that I was doing... No, I see. No. Yeah, I think I was actually doing the right thing in this case. In fact, what I should do is just in the case that it does not use video encoder, just don't set codecs and have it be in the MIME type, because that's what it needs to be anyway. So, like in this case, that's sufficient. In this case, that's sufficient. And in this case, that's sufficient. Given that these are the same, I don't see much reason to have that be separated out. What the hell? Oh no. Oh, I'm in view, no wonder. It's like, what happened? Ew, there are tabs everywhere. Okay. Don't accidentally use view. Okay. Okay, yeah, so here's the problem. I just need to replace from the semicolon on with nothing when checking that. And yeah, I definitely always put it either in a WebM. I mean, I put it in an MP4 here, but it has to end up in a Matryoshka when it's done, so this is all fine. Wait. Okay, no, because it's the output format. What does it send through as the MIME type? It sends through the... Oh, that's just wrong. That's just flatly incorrect. Whoopsie poopsie. Here's what I'm going to do. Anything that has a different input MIME type than output MIME type, I'm going to go ahead and add out MIME type. Okay. Out format should be fine, because that's really just affecting file names for the most part. Yes. But MIME type, I'm just sending through incorrect information. It's madness. This is just dumb. This is fine. This is fine. This is not fine. Okay, so now it should always be in the MIME type. Codec is now optional as well. Interesting. In the case that I'm not using video encoder, yeah, MIME type, of course MIME type is everything, because that's how Media Recorder works. You just give it a MIME type and it gives you data, so that all follows. Whee! Okay, so now that the codec is in the MIME type, the conductor can actually produce that information, but the place where it's actually needed... oh yeah, the conductor isn't even getting the video information yet, is it? I am nowhere. P-anchor. I can't spell. Okay. So we need to get video input as well. No, to get audio on... Oh, okay. Oh, that's truly bizarre. Boy, I made this needlessly complicated, didn't I? Am I even generating that correctly? I doubt it. That. Apparently I'm not generating video info at all. Oh, of course that wouldn't be there. That would be in the download chooser. This can't be right. This is still supposed to be an array, definitely. Oh, no, no, okay, no, that is right. Yeah, okay, whatever. Fine, yes, okay, this is correct. So weirdly, that is always there now. Okay, so weirdly, I need yet another nested loop in here as if I didn't have enough. I don't think I need... Okay, I see. Yeah, I don't think I need this multiple variable, and that's just going to confuse matters. What I need to do... dot. And then, annoyingly, this is all going to get yet more deeply nested. Hope the nesting wasn't too deep for you already, because we got another loop here. Okay. I see why I need multiple. I see why I needed the multiple variable. But that also applies. That should be fine. Okay, so this way, if there's multiple videos, I don't redo the downloading of the audio. Okay, so if you actually have video info, okay, I need to make a video fetch first. Fine. Do I have a separate video fetch processor? Yes, fs fetch. These are actually in logical order. Oh, and look at that. I already had fs fetch there. Good. Port and the video description. That's easy enough. So port is track.video port, and video information, of course, is video info. And then this takes as its input name should be fine here. Well, you know what? This is just internal, so I'm just going to use ID. The input is, of course, the video file and duration. I don't have a extension here? What is the file name? Oh, there we go. Okay, ops.format. Right, okay, except that ops.format is only going to apply, like that's just universal format, so that's only going to apply if it's, yeah. That's only going to apply if it is thingy, just audio. If I have a video, then I choose the format. This presumably doesn't take all those arguments now. Just takes input duration, codec, and codec context. Codec context. Codec context? What? Oh, yeah. Ops.ctx, okay. Input, duration, codec, codec context. Input, duration, codec, codec context. And then the rest of these go on the muxer. Sheer laziness. I shouldn't do that. Name, input, duration, format on progress. Name, input, duration, format. Incorrect. In several ways. On progress. But if we have video, I think I had this already partially in, not video timer, it would have been in muxer, but it doesn't really belong there. Yes. This isn't similar enough for me to use. As a libav codec string, which I assume means lib opus, not opus. Well, I guess the quickest way to figure that out would be to look for libopus here. Yeah. Do I even support Vorbis? I doubt it. Yeah, okay. So the only things that can go into WebM, in fact, the only thing that can go into WebM that I support then is Opus. So if it's libopus, then it can't be an MP4. If it's AAC or ALAC, then it can't be in WebM. And otherwise, it can't be in either. WebM support FLAC? What are you doing? Don't tell me this. Web, oh God, I hate this shit. The cloud will convert your WebM file to FLAC. All I want to know is whether WebM can contain FLAC, but you're promulgating the myth that WebM is a codec. Okay, in this case, WebM and MP4 are both false. Then switch. So I guess video info dot mime type dot replace everything up to codecs equals with nothing. VP8, VP9, AV1, which might be AV01, and is AV01. Is VP9 VP09? It has a... Ooh, it has both. Wait, so what is it? You know what? It's both. I know VP8 is never VP08. Okay, in these cases, it's not MP4, but it is WebM. AVC1 is H.264. The H.265 has some kind of name, and for all 3 people who want to use that garbage, you know what? If it doesn't appear on MDN, then it's not real. Okay, we're just going to say it's not real. It's clearly not real. It's not on MDN. Capture? Hello, there we go. And otherwise, it can be neither. If WebM, then the extension and libav format, let's call this LA format, to make it clear that this is not a generic format. So if it's WebM, then the extension and libav format are both WebM. If it's MP4, then the extension is MP4 and the libav format is ISMV. And otherwise, the extension is MKV and the LA format is Matroshka. Okay. So now I should be able to mux into a delicious format like so. And then the actual file name gets the extension I have determined above. Okay. I have no recollection of what a pop processor is. Oh, it pops the cork, right. I didn't invent the word cork for this process, so I reserve the right to use pop for popping a cork, even if I did invent that term. Yeah, a pop processor, once you start reading from the pop processor, it pops the cork on the input and starts reading from the output. So now the muxer is slightly maddening. Because I was in the middle of trying to figure out the right format to use, when in reality I should have had the conductor figure out the format, and then I'll just choose that. So I don't want any of this. No, I do want some of this, I just don't want most of this. Yeah, so there's no determining of compatibility. I want that. I don't want that crap. Okay, otherwise that all looks good. And then, yes, there is no choosing of a format, we just use a format. Format name is indeed the format name. The codec pars come from there. In ISMV, we set delay move. We set the duration if it's needed. Well, we set the duration regardless of whether it's needed. I do believe I was correct in concluding that this was just a bug in ISMV. The question is... Well, okay, I guess... Well, I'll have to see whether I'm doing the correct thing. I don't know if I even care to deal with ISMV, frankly. But unfortunately, I'm probably going to be dealing with it. So I think, actually, assuming that this crazy untested logic for getting out frames is correct, I think this should now be doing the correct thing, which means I'm done, question mark? This is definitely not going to compile, so, you know, whatever bugs I've got to fix, I have to do those first, then I'm done, question mark. Expected 4 arguments, but got 7. Did I leave something in? Yes, okay. Oh! Of course, the sound effects also go through this. Oh, yeah, okay. So this is the encoding processor. But now I need to use the muxing processor. And basically the arguments get sort of split between these two. Input, duration, codec, context. Input, duration, codec, context. Name, input, duration, format, progress. Name, input, duration, format, progress. No idea how I managed to have a comma there instead of a semicolon. Well, it's a good thing I noticed this because I forgot to free those codec parameters, and that's very bad. Proc Muxer 116. Codec pars is an array of codec pars. Annoyingly, for all of Rollups' advantages, I know of no way to get it not to... You know what? I haven't even tested. Is it just term? I'll just touch something. Does it honor the term variable? I was about to complain that it always outputs with, it always outputs with terminal codes, even if you are piping it into piping it into view like I am. But then I thought, well, maybe it just honors the term variable, so I should check that. Nope, it doesn't. It's just bullshit. Thanks, Rollup. Proc Muxer 195, 196. I can't. I was going to say I can't count, but that was just reading. Pure reading comprehension. Okay, rd.done. Yeah, this is no longer a question of... yeah, how does this ever end? In order to know whether this is done... Yeah, I'm basing that on rd.done, which isn't a thing. To know whether it's done, I would have to check whether every single... How is it possible? Well, okay, it's not possible for buff to be unset, but its flow processing doesn't know that. Okay, so what I need is to just say that done... done actually starts as true. And then if any of them are not EOF, then done is false. Okay, so now I have a true done. Okay. My great fear is that this is going to work. That compiled. Yes. Freaking impossible to tell whether it compiled because it's outputting with codes. I have no recordings because it's been so long since I've done any of this. That window just didn't go away. Cool. I'm just going to assume that's A-okay. I mean, it is logged in. Let me just record the entire screen just to be doing something. And it is saving the video stream. It is only saving it to the cloud. I have 19 gigs available on the cloud. Hopefully that will end soonishly. Soonishly? Soonishly? Nothing, nothing in the console. It's possible that that message is just wrong. Yeah, I've got some data. Boy, that was entirely not what I meant to do. Okay. Let me stop recording. Oh, that did finish. Okay. It's just the cloud is really slow and terrible. I think Google in particular, I don't like their cloud very much. Okay. So now, theoretically, if this just works, I literally don't know what I'm going to do with myself. It can't just... It won't just work. I don't even want it to just work. The fact that it's taking forever to load suggests something went wrong. .ds load. DS load? What is a DS load supposed to be? DLX. What? What? Download stream load. Oh, look at that. That is supposed to be there and is not there for some reason. Download process. Okay. That's an export. Do I have the wrong main? Processor. Why the hell would it be processor? Main is the main. Main is the entry point. What is this madness? I think yeah, I exported a bunch of processors when I actually only should have exported the conductor. Yeah, and the download stream. So I'm going to take all of these out because they never should have been there in the first place. And there's my new version of main. Let me recompile this with main. I don't even know, like, it's possible that I missed errors before because I wasn't actually compiling everything. That was weird. That was genuinely very strange. Whee! So far, so the same. Oh, wait. Unfortunately, making there doesn't actually put it into place. Oh, okay. It recognizes that I have video. It gives me the option to combine them. Thank you, Lucy, for choosing the word combine for me. Let's not worry about Audacity Project just yet. That sure as hell ain't gonna work. Let's just keep everything on no to keep it simple. And let's see where this crashes. It's definitely not going to work. Oh, Step 1, I upgraded libav, but I haven't upgraded it on the server. I need a new version here. Oh dear. Oh dear, oh dear, oh dearie, dearie, dear. What version is it that I'm using? It would only be in the download processor. Or no, actually, I might do it here. Yes, yes I do. Okay, 48601. I desperately need to release a new version of libav, but for the time being, I think I may have already put this in the right place. 48601. I have not. Okay. I think I have a more recent version lying around. I just haven't uploaded it yet, so let me quickly check whether that's true. Yes. Now all the excitement of waiting for me to upload something. Assets, the baby. Five 4611 is the new version. A suffix of B to make sure that I do not accidentally leave that as the permanent version. What is and isn't happening? Does not appear to have started muxing yet. Yeah, service worker issue, but that's not a real problem. This ain't right. So it somehow just never made it. Let me check whether I have. Let's do it without video, because I have like changed how it does everything. So let me just not include video. It would appear that I have broken everything. It is obviously decoding and encoding, because here's libopus decoding and here's FLAC encoding. The service worker problem is not a real problem. That's just Firefox being Firefox. It would be showing progress if it was actually processing. So my bet would be that the nonsense I did for getting sort of mux groups didn't work, because there's just no way it did work. This unfortunately is starting to get into a pretty big change, and making large changes like this to the live version is always horrifying, but I'm not really sure how to do this in a smaller change. Good old printf debugging will save me. What? This is useless. Was it having this error the whole time and I just am an idiot? Probably. Okay, so I do have a non-minified version, so I can at least get a real error message if I just use the non-minified version. The reason this takes so long is that it's querying Google for which video files are available, and then I'm not even using them. Track.track no, so at least once it did it right, and presumably a second time. Huh. Why did I even get here twice? There it is. It was right there though, but it was what? Track no. Pardon? Track no is just not undefined. Here it is. There it is. I found it. It's defined. Why must you lie to me? Track no is 1. We made it past that line. I'm not even sure why this would happen again, because I don't think I should be downloading 2 versions. Track no is still 1. Oh wait. Okay, that's just where the error is reported. Okay, I'm just gonna have to look at that. Like, this is madness. This error message is somehow in the wrong place. This would be in the conductor. My track numbers are 1 indexed. Isn't that disgusting? They're 1 indexed. How dare I? I genuinely have no clue how this is possible. Maybe I need to test this in Chrome. Maybe it will have better error messages, if nothing else. Because the error message just seems to be like lost. It's definitely incorrect. Watch it just work in Chrome. That would be so frustrating. I need to initiate a quick recording just to be able to log in and still be logged in. I hate this. Well, even though the progress didn't actually bring us to victory, we did make progress, so some other time more progress. Stream over.